Did you see Inside Edition's video today? Are sex offenders working in haunted house attractions? What? I wanted to watch this here pretty soon, but I want to see what that's all about real quick. Are sex offenders working in haunted house attractions? It's like the Salem witch trials over here. That man scared me. He's probably a sex offender. Get him. Jesus Christ.
Now a warning about those spooky characters scaring you in haunted houses around Halloween.
They're all pedophiles.
Moistcr1tikal reports a number of those guys behind the masks have been convicted of sex crimes.
Like at the haunted house?
Every Halloween, haunted houses are a popular attraction across the USA. People flock to them just to be terrified. Odds are you've never thought about the live actors who provide all those thrills and chills. They're generally unrecognizable behind all that heavy monster makeup. But an Inside Edition investigation has found that some of them are monsters in real life.
He's there, hiding under makeup in the dark in a costume.
Kim Neubauer says she discovered her coworker.
What an interesting
at this
investigation.
haunted house in Columbia Station, Ohio, was a registered sex offender who raped 2 kids.
Jesus
It's very
Christ.
scary to have people like that working around children in the dark.
She says he and 2 other convicted sex offenders worked at the haunted house. They were recently fired, the owner told us. Our investigation discovered all these convicted sexual predators working with kids at haunted houses across the country. Just look at this mugshot. He's still in his Halloween makeup. In California,
Wait, so they actually
this
busted
man
him
went by the
mid
name
haunted house?
Trickster the Clown. He worked at a haunted house for years, but in June he was convicted of running a sex ring and raping 18 women and girls.
What
He's
the
been sentenced
fuck?
to 200 years behind bars.
I am here with the
Jesus
Bloodshed
Christ.
Brothers, and you
He was hired by the self-proclaimed Bloodshed Brothers to creep the halls and scare guests at their hit haunted house, Field of Screams, outside LA. Their real names are Zach and Jeremy Ball. Bree Drumright worked at the Bloodshed Brothers attraction in high school
Thanks, you're some
and
coal.
says Zach Ball led her into an empty room at the haunted house to make out.
I was 14. It still hurts. I
And they're still running this?
But it still hurts.
Maddie Estrada also worked with the Bloodshed Brothers.
They would bring coolers of alcohol, and they would make sure it was like sweet stuff, like Mike's Hard Lemonade, or like fruity things that would be yummy for kids.
At just 16 years old, she says Zach Ball pressured her into a sexual relationship. He was 24.
Is this man a predator?
Absolutely, absolutely. When I was a kid, and just having this abusive man be the only person that I could rely on for advice or comfort.
Who's
and
doing the
he would
background
make
checks?
it
Well, these were the 2
Jeremy
running
Ball
it.
was never charged, but Zach Ball pled guilty to sexually abusing a minor and now has to register as a sex offender. He was released after just 1 day in jail.
It's such a slap in the face to me.
Is the haunted house still
and all
going
the other
too?
Victims.
We caught up with him.
Hi, Zach. I'm Lisa Guerrero with Inside Edition. Did you coerce a 16-year-old girl that was working for you into a sexual relationship? She says that you're a predator.
did you
and a
not hear the
monster
question?
And you belong
Zach.
behind bars. What's your comment, sir?
He didn't want
Zach,
to talk.
Zach, no need to be
So
rude.
word of caution, enjoy your favorite haunted house this Halloween. Just be careful who's lurking in the dark.
Well, that was a lot different than I expected that story to go. I thought this was just going to be like some kind of sensationalist thing, like you never know who's behind the mask. What if it's a sex offender? But this was more about like specific cases of times where there were actual sex offenders working there. And one of them even directly abusing kids on the job. Well, that is certainly not what I expected out of that.